Howdy, everyone. My name is Nick Oldham. I'm Assistant General Chairman of the Atchison, Topeka, Santa Fe, Frisco, also known as the ATSFF System Federation. I'm here to answer some Southline agreement questions as well as some BN agreement questions. So let's get started. In this video, we will be discussing paid time off days such as vacation, personal, extra leave, and sick leave days. We'll also discuss approved absences, unapproved absences, AWOL, and what the difference is between them and what we need to be concerned with. We'll also discuss mandatory overtime and engineering instruction G4, the layoff policy. Vacation days. Vacation days will protect the holidays, same as a work day, and they can be paid out at the end of the year if the employee so chooses. They can even be utilized when the employee is out on medical leave or not holding a permanent position. Vacation days are the only thing that can protect weekend per diem, as long as they are used to protect the first work day of the week. Using them for the last work day of the week will forfeit the weekend per diem. Vacation days are normally paid in 8-hour increments, so be careful if you're on a compressed work week, as you could be taking hours away from another vacation day and leave you short at the end of the year. Vacation days do require a 48-hour notice to the exempt supervisor. And at October 31st, we can only have 5 floating vacation days. This does not include scheduled vacation, personal days, ELDs, or sick leave. We'll cover those again in a moment. Floating vacation pay code is 29, and scheduled vacation is VA, or Victor Alpha. Personal days. Personal days will extend holidays, but will not protect them. Make sure if you use a personal day next to a holiday, you protect the other side with either a work day or a vacation day. Personal days will pay your full shift, however. Regardless if you're on 5/8s or 4/10s, it will pay 8 hours or 10 hours depending on your shift. However, personal days, if you do not use them, you will lose them, which means they will not be paid out at the end of the year, and you cannot utilize them if you're not holding a permanent position. Employees with 8 qualified calendar years will be entitled to 1 personal day, and employees with 17 qualified years will be entitled to 2 personal days. You can reach 3 personal days if you utilize the extra leave day, and we'll discuss that further here in a moment. Personal days do require a 48-hour notice to the exempt supervisor. Personal day pay code is 35. Extra leave day, or ELD, can be used as either a vacation day or personal day. We'd like to use it as a vacation day. We can use pay code Victor Echo, VE, and vacation rules will apply and can be paid out at the end of the year. We'd like to use it as a personal day. Pay code is Papa Echo, or PE. Personal day rules will apply. Use them or lose them. Or if we'd like to use it for our birthday, the pay code is BE, or Bravo Echo, and personal day rules will apply, except that this one can be paid out at the end of the year. To select what you'd like to use the extra leave day for, go to Employee Self-Services, or ESS screen. Sick leave. Sick leave days do not extend or protect holidays. However, they will pay for your entire shift, regardless if you're on 5/8s or 4/10s. To use a sick leave day, call in ahead of your scheduled start time to your exempt supervisor, according to Engineering Instruction G4, the layoff policy, which we'll cover in more detail later. According to the sick leave agreement, a supervisor may request a doctor's note from an employee. Labor Relations explained the reasoning behind this request is if a supervisor suspects fraudulent use of the sick leave, such as calling in every Friday of any given month. Our union is skeptical when supervisors request a doctor's note when an employee only uses 1 or 2 sick leave days in a row, because that request appears to be intimidation or maybe even harassment. If a member finds themselves in this situation, please contact a union officer. There is no need to go to a doctor's office, though, if your doctor's note is required. We can simply call Teledoc at 1-800-835-2362. And we're only required to give 7 days notice to use sick leave days if we're going on medical leave, such as a surgery. All employees will receive 4 days of sick leave beginning January 1st of every year. Sick leave pay code is F1, Foxtrot ONE. Now that we have reviewed vacation, personal, ELD, and sick leave days, let's look at some examples and see how they work. In example 1, an employee worked the Wednesday prior to the holiday on Thursday and Friday, then observed rest days Saturday and Sunday, and utilized a vacation day on Monday. This employee not only protected the holiday pay, but also the weekend per diem and the weekend travel allowance, or WTA. In example 2, the employee worked Wednesday prior to the holiday on Thursday and Friday. Then the employee observed rest days on Saturday and Sunday and utilized a personal day on Monday. Now remember, the personal day extends the holiday, but luckily the employee did work on Tuesday, protecting not only the holiday pay, but also the weekend travel allowance. However, the employee has forfeited the weekend per diem. In example 3, we have an employee that has utilized a personal day either side of the holiday. Remember, personal days extend holidays, but do not protect them. However, in this situation, the employee did protect them. Let's take a closer look. On Tuesday, the employee worked. By the way, a vacation day could have been utilized here, prior to the first personal day, then observed holidays on Thursday and Friday, and rest days on Saturday and Sunday. Then the employee protected the second personal day on the following Monday by utilizing a vacation day on the Tuesday after. By the way, a work day could also have been used here. This employee has not only protected the holiday pay, but also the weekend travel allowance, or WTA. In example 4, this employee has utilized sick leave days either side of a holiday. Unfortunately, the employee did not protect the holiday pay and did not protect the weekend travel allowance. Sick leave days, approved absences, or unapproved absences will not protect or extend holidays. The only difference between the three is that a sick leave day will pay for your daily wages, whereas an AA or UA will not. Now let's discuss approved absences and unapproved absences. It is at the discretion of the supervisor to approve absences. Do not get discouraged if the supervisor unapproves an absence, because AAs and UAs pay the same. There is no set number of UAs that will result in discipline. However, systemic patterns of absenteeism are questionable, such as laying off every Friday in 1 month. Make sure to follow the layoff policy to ensure you are not in violation of a no call, no show, otherwise known as AWOL, because AWOL is a very serious violation which could render discipline up to and including dismissal. Mandatory overtime. The carrier has the right to call upon their workforce should the necessity of overtime work arise. Mandatory work does not have to be an emergency situation, and every employer in the United States has the right to call upon their workforce for overtime work if need be. As a union, we will do our best to meet the needs of the carrier according to our collective bargaining agreement and the safety rules. Our work is claimable by our membership, and we should do our best to protect this work. However, life does happen. If a member is unable to perform the overtime work asked by the carrier due to either a family emergency or illness, then we must follow the layoff policy. The layoff policy can be found in Engineering Instruction General Number 4, BNSF Absenteeism, Notification, and Layoff Policy, which states in part, it is preferred that the employee requesting the absence contact the exempt supervisor before the start of shift to have a voice-to-voice discussion. If a conversation by phone is unavailable or unsuccessful, a text message, email, or voicemail in advance of the start of shift will suffice. Remember, do not call scheduled employees, such as foreman, assistant foreman, welding foreman, etc., or workforce support, known as manpower. This will be in violation of the rule. Call before the start of shift. Calling in after the start of shift is in violation of the rule. And don't forget, be on time. Arriving after the start of shift is also a violation of this rule. The remainder of the layoff policy states that even if an employee follows the policy, it does not automatically approve the absence. This is at the discretion of the supervisor. However, do not be discouraged if the absence is unapproved, because AAs and UAs pay the same, as we reviewed earlier in this video. Unexcused absences or tardiness will be considered AWOL, also referred to as no call, no show. The first violation of the layoff policy should result in a coach and counseling. But if the employee is currently under a probation or review period for other discipline, or if this is a second violation of the layoff policy, It could result in disciplinary action up to and including dismissal. In closing, to avoid a serious violation of the layoff policy, simply call your supervisor before the start of shift and send a text message for your records. If you would like more information about our union, please join us on our website or app, ATSFF. You can also find our page on Facebook at AT_SFF System Federation. Also find more training videos like this one on our YouTube channel by searching at South Lines Union, or give us a call at 316-283-1470. Thank you for taking the time today to educate yourself on our agreements. Knowledge is power, and the strength of our union begins with educating our membership. Please share these videos with other members, and if you have any questions, please contact us. Again, thanks, and have a safe day.